What's up everyone, we back. Kind of like in that video I talked about to bulk or not to bulk, I've decided that I'm going to eat at maintenance for about a month, and I'll show you my current body fat as you can see here. Now this is what I want to maintain. I want to keep a full set of abs. As you can see all my abs and you can see my V lines even, and this body fat right here is, in my opinion, about 10 to 11%, okay? This is basically when you can see all your abs, but you're not, they're not all vacuum tight, they're not all like sucked up. So this, in my opinion, is the most athletic body fat and the healthiest body fat to be at. You're lean, but your calories aren't too low. You're nowhere near competition stage leanness, and you can still have a social life and stuff like that while looking good. To be honest, this body fat is probably appealing to most people. It's probably appealing to most girls. When you're all striated and shit, girls don't like that. But so anyways, okay, I decided I'm gonna bump up my calories to like maintenance for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then do a 6-week shred. Am I planning on gaining any muscle in those 2-3 weeks? No. But going back up to maintenance will reset any negative effects that you get from dieting or being in a caloric deficit. So all your hormones will go back to where they were. Your metabolism will be raised slightly. It'll go back to baseline levels and stuff like that. And it's enjoyable as well. The less time spent in a deficit from a bodybuilding perspective, the better. So anyways, I decided I'd do a full day of eating video. You guys like them. I don't know, you guys like them. But it'll just be like the other vlogs, but I'll show all my meals in it. Because usually I just show like 2 or 3 meals. But seeing as I'll be eating more calories today, more carbs, a bit more fats, I should make some better meals. So anyways, alright, let's get into it. Alright, so I have changed up my calories and macros just on my MyFitnessPal, best app ever. So still going to be hitting 200 grams of protein, 350 carbs, and 60 grams of fat. Just because MyFitnessPal says 206 or 344 or 61 doesn't mean you have to hit it to the gram. It's just easy to track it, and you can go over and under by a little bit if you want. Alright guys, so meal number 1, I'm sorry, you've probably seen me make so many smoothies on this channel, but it's just what I eat, I'm not going to change up my diet just for the sake of it, but I will try and make some more interesting meals today. So it's just going to be almond butter, cocoa, vanilla whey, some frozen fruit, there's bananas and pears, protein milk and creatine. Standard stuff, can't beat it. Also going to do my little Snapchat thing for the recipe. Nice cleavage. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about reverse dieting. The whole kind of metabolic damage thing, the reverse dieting thing, it all just got a bit ridiculous. Like, basically metabolic damage, it doesn't actually exist to the extent that people think it exists. Like in a lab, the most we've seen your metabolism, your BMR decrease is something like 18%, and that was true like a starvation diet. But when you're dieting for prolonged periods of time, the most it's gonna go down for most people is about 10%. What happens is people just get so sick of dieting, they just end up, they don't even notice, it's all psychological, they end up just eating more, binging, they get sick of dieting because they've been doing it for so long, or they're on too low calories and they're just not taking in as much calories as they say they are. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm only eating 1,000 calories a day and I'm not losing weight, I must have a broken metabolism. You're not eating 1,000 calories a day. Do you know how hard that is? When people diet for ages, something called homeostasis kicks in. The body wants to stay the same. The body does not want to change. The body wants to survive. So you will literally not notice when you're in starvation mode, when you've been dieting for so long, your body will try to get food in its mouth. You will grab a handful of grapes, whatever, a biscuit off the table, you will shove it in your mouth and you will not even notice. This is documented. So anyways, that's kind of the whole metabolic damage thing. And then reverse dieting, the methods you want to add in, you basically want to go back to your maintenance calories as quick as you can to offset the negative effects of eating in a deficit. So your maintenance may have changed. That's one thing that reverse dieting is useful for, finding your new maintenance. So let's say you lost 20 kg of fat. Your TDEE is going to change dramatically, because think about how much less calories you burn if you're carrying around a 20 kg dumbbell and then all of a sudden you stop carrying around that 20 kg dumbbell. How much less calories would you burn throughout the entire day? So, you know, reverse dieting is good for finding your new maintenance calories, and then you would slowly raise your calories up to find that point where you're gaining muscle, gaining size, and keeping fat gain to a minimum. So reverse dieting is great for that reason. It's also great for psychological benefits, but the main thing in my opinion is finding your new maintenance and finding that point to where you're gaining some nice amounts of muscle. But you see some ridiculous reverse dieting protocols, something like adding 8 grams of carbs a week. Do you know how hard it is to track 8 grams of carbs? That's like a spoon of rice. It's like a big spoon of oats. You'd have to be so neurotic, it's not even sustainable. You'd have to be so neurotic with your diet to be able to track that. So when I have clients reverse diet, I usually bump things up in 30 grams of carbs a week at least, even sometimes 50 grams, just getting to maintenance as quick as you can and going from there. So that's my take on reverse dieting. That's today's lip tip. That's the information. You know, I'm not reverse dieting for these like 2 weeks. It's just like I'm just going to go straight back up to maintenance. As you've seen, I bumped my calories up by 500 calories straight away. So that's reverse dieting covered without going too into things. All right guys, having some chicken, peas and rice, and we're gonna put some sweet and sour sauce in that. What you want to do is you want to mix the peas and the rice together. I just prefer doing it this way. Alright guys, so here's the finished product. A nice large amount of rice in there, and I'm also going to drizzle some of this Weight Watchers sweet and sour sauce on it. 100 grams is like 42 calories. So remember guys, you know, I may be upping my calories, but I'm keeping my abs for these few weeks. You know, I'm not, you know, letting myself go. So yeah, let's put this on. Check that out. So 100 grams of sauce, all that flavor, just 40 calories. Just check my channel there, 20k subs. That's just, that's a good feeling. Obviously, you know, thank you. That's just like, oh man, I just love it. Like, you know, YouTube is what I love to do. I love this channel, you know, I love making videos, I love editing them, and I love talking to all you from people all over the world. You know, someone was like, hey yo, what's up from Croatia, what's up from Portugal. Like, that's crazy that in my head that like people all over the world are watching these videos. So that is just awesome. That's put me in a great mood, and I'm gonna keep going. I swear to God, yo, I'm not gonna stop until this channel is properly big, you know, over 100,000. Just gotta believe in yourself, you know, understand that this shit takes time. And most of all, like I said, is believing in yourself. So thank you. All right, so you know what it is. It's just another oat bowl, protein oats. They are just like my favorite snack. I have them every day. This is actually raspberry or strawberry whey, topped with some nuts and seeds. When I'm upping my calories, I don't change my foods. I just up the portion size. There's no, you know, magical bulking foods or cutting foods or anything like that. It's just about amounts, people. Alright guys, for dinner, going for a pretty basic meal. It is 1 whole egg and then 250 grams of egg whites, 300 grams of potatoes, seasoned with pepper, and then I'm also going to probably put some of this stuff on as well. These two are obviously just such a good alternative to ketchup and mayo, and some sriracha sauce too. You probably noticed that all my food is kind of like bro food, especially for someone who, you know, practices flexible dieting, preaches it fits your macros and all that. This is just the food I enjoy. It's just the food I like. So yeah, that's it. What's up everyone? So I just realized there that it is Halloween night. I'm in Sarah's, as you can see. Two of us are just gonna sit on the couch, watch a scary movie and chill out. But how exciting are we? But so anyways, when it's like my last meal of the day, I know I'm under on macros. I got about like 50 carbs left to hit, about like 20-30 grams of protein, 5 or 10 grams of fat. So, you know, when I know I'm under that and I'm gonna end up under that, I sometimes don't bother to track my last meal. So I got some leftover dinner here, score. It is gonna be some leftover chicken curry. That was about 30 grams of protein there. And then there's a huge bowl of rice. I'm not gonna eat all that. So I'm gonna heat this up and put it together. Alright, so that's it, a full day of gaintaining. I'm just going to eat like this at maintenance for probably about 2 weeks, get my strength back up and, you know, like I talked about earlier, reset some of the negative effects you get while dieting before I start the 6-week shred. But, and that'll be the shred of all shreds. So anyways, right, done, back on the streak, hope you enjoyed. Full day of gaintaining, keep it real.